Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic banking and finance for September month. Session will be quite interesting and important, students, so stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start. The first question is, mention the bank on which RBI imposed a monetary penalty of 44.7 lakh rupees in August due to non-compliance with certain statutory and regulatory directions that are issued by RBI. So mention that bank on which RBI has imposed this amount of penalty. What is the name of that bank? It is Bandhan Bank. Correct? Take a note of it. Next, in August, SBI signed a line of credit agreement worth 100 million euro with France-based agency Francis Development in Gujarat that aims to support India's transition to a low-carbon economy and promote green financing. Right? This partnership will support India's shift to a low-carbon economy and it will strengthen the climate resilience, promoting green financing. Next, in August, where did Asian Development Bank approved a $125 million loan to transform the urban infrastructure and strengthen the climate resilience in the state. So this loan was approved for Assam state. Next, mention the bank that launched 2 fixed deposit backed secured credit cards that are issued on the RuPay network, allowing customers to leverage their fixed deposit as a collateral to gain credit access without income or credit history, because it becomes difficult for individuals that are not having any salary or income to gain credit cards. Right, so for them this will be a quite beneficial to make a credit history. So which is that bank? We are talking about the Suryodaya Small Finance Bank. Next, SEBI has introduced a revised framework to monitor intraday trading positions in index options that is aimed at enhancing the transparency and strengthening the risk management in the derivative market, which is effective from when? Which is effective from 1st of October 2025. Next, India's UPI crossed how many monthly transactions in August as announced by DFS and NPCI in September? So India's UPI crossed 20 billion transactions per month. Next, Bank of Baroda has unveiled a new BOB Digi Udyam platform, a fully digital collateral-free lending scheme exclusively designed for whom? It is designed for MSEs, right? Micro and small enterprises. And here they can have the cash credit and overdraft facility ranging from 10 lakh rupees to 50 lakh rupees. Next, identify the bank that launched a third edition of the Spurs Week, that is a landmark initiative from 1st to 5th of September, bringing over 1 lakh employees across 5,868 branches spanning across 40 cities across India under the theme Raise the Bar. It is Axis Bank. Take a note of this. Next, mention the company that collaborated with IDBI Bank and Punjab and Sindh Bank to provide unified collateral management services across India. It is Sohan Lal Commodity Management Limited. This partnership marks Punjab and Sindh Bank's first venture into collateral management services. Next, in September, NPCI increased the UPI transaction limit to 5 lakh rupees only for those categories that align with tax payment. So identify the category which is not among the enhanced 5 lakh rupees limit. It is jewelry. Next, how much loan was disbursed by microfinance institutions in India in the first quarter of FY26 as per the 54th edition of the micrometer released by Microfinance Industry Network in India? So which is how much loan amount it is? It is 22,805 crore rupees was disbursed by the microfinance institutions. Next, identify the financial institution that has committed 498 crore rupees to the Greater Visakhapatnam Municipal Corporation for the development of Madhurwada Sewerage System Project at Madhurwada in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So identify that financial institution. It is IFC. What is IFC? International Finance Corporation. This is an arm of World Bank. Next, mention the saving account launched by Bank of Baroda in September for Indian citizens planning to move abroad for extended stays. So, mention that saving account that was launched here. The name is BOB Aspire NRE Saving Account. Next, mention the bank that has announced the launch of digital loan against mutual funds, a digital loan facility enabling the customers to avail loan against their mutual fund investment. So, which is that bank that is providing this facility? It is South Indian Bank. Next, mention the financial institution which approved a loan of $212.64 million under the Strengthening Coastal Resilience and Economy project, that is SHORE project. This is also important and I want you all to remember the full form here of SHORE. This is to support coastal zone management in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka state. So which institution under SHORE project is providing the loan of 212 crore rupees for Tamil Nadu and Karnataka state? Which is that bank we are talking about, financial institution? It is World Bank. Next, identify the financial institution that launched a centralized digital credit infrastructure for regional rural banks that will enhance their competitiveness against NBFCs and microfinance institutions. So, which is that financial institution? That is your NABARD for agriculture and rural development. Next, in September, as per RBI's regulation of payment aggregator directions, non-bank payment aggregators applying for authorization, they must have a minimum net worth of how much amount at the time of application when they are filing it. So they must have a net worth of around 15 crore rupees. Next, in September, RBI set up an independent advisory group on regulations to strengthen the stakeholders' engagement. Here, this advisory group, right, it will be chaired by whom? It will be chaired by Rana Ashutosh Kumar Singh. Next, identify the company with which AU Small Finance Bank has collaborated to launch AU Cosmo credit card built on the RuPay network to cater the growing preference of UPI payments in India. So, identify that company. It is Kiwi. Correct? And this card will offer a fully digital onboarding journey, seamless UPI integration, best in the class rewards on UPI transactions, and also will reflect the shared vision of AU Small Finance Bank and Kiwi for inclusive tech enabling banking. Next, identify the bank that was authorized by RBI in September as an agency bank to collect GST payments that became the first wholly owned subsidiary of a foreign bank in India to receive such an approval. And this is very important question, right? They will be collecting GST, right? And which is that bank? It is DBS Bank, correct? And it is the first wholly owned subsidiary of a foreign bank in India that will receive such an approval, and they will collect GST. It is DBS Bank. Next, in September, PayRuPay, they partnered with BriskPay to expand Dash payment services and offer an integrated global payments platform. So they have expanded to cross-border payment services. Take a note of this, right? And they will be offering integrated global payment services. Next, which of the following mutual fund companies launched India's first equity long-short specialized investment fund named QSIF Equity Long-Short Fund? This was launched by whom? This was launched by Quant Mutual Fund. So option 2 is right, Quant Mutual Fund. Next, in September, Bank of India, they partnered with Cash Invoice to launch BOI, that is Bank of India Trade Easy, a digital credit platform that provide instant loans to whom? This provide instant loans to the MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium enterprises. Through this, the bank aims to disperse 1,000 crore rupees in working capital loans within the next 4 to 6 months, reaching more than 2 lakh MSMEs nationwide. Next, mark the revised minimum net worth requirement that SEBI set for the custodians in September to strengthen the risk management system. So what is the net worth requirement that SEBI set for the custodians? It is 75 crore rupees. So that's all for the day, students. Now it's time for the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all. Next is Mention the amount of anchor equity investment announced by the International Finance Corporation (IFC), that is the world arm of World Bank Group, in H Dream Fund on 7th of August to promote green and affordable housing in India. So the amount here was $150 million. Next, which public sector bank in India has signed a memorandum of understanding with FSI to launch a customized web-based payment platform named FSI Payment Solution? It is Bank of Baroda. Next, mention the company that launched India's first passive flexi-cap fund in August, developed in partnership with National Stock Exchange, which combines quality stocks and dynamic market cap allocation based on the momentum. So, which is that? Mention that company. It is DSP Mutual Fund. Next, in August, RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of what amount on ICICI Bank Limited for breaching the regulatory guidelines. So the penalty that was imposed was of 75 lakh rupees. Next, name the single window gateway proposed by SEBI in August to ease regulatory process for foreign portfolio investors. So which is it? It is Swagat FI. FI is your foreign investors, right? And Swagat is SEBI single window automatic and generalized access for trusted foreign investors. Next, identify the first miscellaneous NBFC in India to surpass a business turnover of 1 lakh crore rupees in August 2025. It is your Kerala State Financial Enterprise. Next, in August, NABARD, Dash and Aqua Exchange Agritech Private Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding aiming to integrate shrimp farmers into the formal credit system by offering low interest, collateral free crop loans, reducing the reliance on the formal lending. So, NABARD along with Kerala State Finance, along with Kerala, not Kerala, along with Andhra Pradesh Gramin Bank, right? I correct, along with Andhra Pradesh Gramin Bank and Aqua Exchange Agritech Private Limited, they have signed this MOU to integrate shrimp farmers into the formal credit system. And here loan disbursement of up to 25 crore rupees in collateral free loans will be disbursed to 100 shrimp farmers within 3 to 6 months with an initial sanction of 1.25 crore rupees to 5 farmers. Next, which bank entered into a strategic partnership with CamsPay to launch a new digital payment gateway platform targeting Indian enterprises? It is RBL Bank. Next, in August, Paytm Payment Service Limited, they have received in principle approval from RBI to operate what under the Payments and Settlement Act of 2007. It was your what online payment aggregator. Next, RBI, they have allowed NRIs holding special rupee Vostro accounts to invest their surplus rupee balances in what? In government securities and treasury bills. Important news, take a note of this, and this has came into effect immediately. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the introduction of a circular of continuous clearing and settlement realization in CTS by RBI in August 2025. Right, so mark the correct statement. A is right, B is right here. Next, identify the company with which HDFC Ergo General Insurance Company Limited partnered in August to launch an affordable health insurance solution with an aim to expand health insurance coverage to the underserved citizens in India. It is your PhonePe. Next is name the insurance plan launched by SBI Life Insurance Company Limited in August that is designed for growing needs of the customers. It is SBI Life Smart Shield Plus. Then next is National Small Industries Corporation Limited. They have signed a memorandum of understanding with several private sector banks to streamline financing and support the growth of which sector? It is your for which sector? It is for MSME sector, micro, small and medium enterprise. Next is in August, which bank launched a special personal loan scheme for the Agniveers, providing a preferential banking services to the armed force personnel on the occasion of the 79th Independence Day. Which is that bank? It is your State Bank of India. Next, mention the country with whose capital markets regulators provided the license to Kotak Mahindra Limited, allowing the bank to sell investment funds and portfolios to onshore retail investors. It is UAE, United Arab Emirates. Next, you have to find the correct statement regarding the report on UPI transactions released by State Bank of India in August. If we look at the options here, option A is right and C is right, B is wrong. Next, in collaboration with which payment cards entity did Bank of Maharashtra, they have launched a co-branded credit card to offer customers a premium and rewarding shopping experience across diverse segments. It is SBI cards. Next, in August, Exim Bank, that is Export and Import Bank of India, has signed a $40 million commercial credit line agreement with the Africa-based ECOWAS Bank for Investment Development to support the development projects across Asia. Next is mention the bank that became the first Indian public sector bank to migrate their corporate website to secure.bank.in in August. So it is your it is your Punjab National Bank that became the first bank to shift to this new domain. Next, mention the bank that launched the UPI services for non-resident external and non-resident ordinary account holders using international mobile number. It is mention that bank. It is AU Small Finance Bank. Next, identify the company that partnered with Thomas Cook India Limited to enable contactless cross-border payments via Google Pay, allowing users to make secure payments at merchant locations worldwide. It is MasterCard. Next, Power Finance Corporation Limited, that is PFC, they have signed a 150 million euro loan agreement with Germany's KfW in August to support India's power distribution under what? It is to support India's power distribution under revamped distribution sector scheme. Next is Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA. They have announced a $40 million investment in the Global Supply Chain Support Fund with an aim to boost small and medium enterprises that are engaged in the global supply chain across Asia and Africa. Next, mention the company that in August collaborated with Google Pay, a mobile payment application developed by Google to offer personal loans to the eligible users. It is your L&T Finance Limited. Next, mention the name of the gold loan product launched by South Indian Bank in August that is designed to offer quick and convenient access to credit for the customers. It is SIB Gold Express. Next, identify the bank which signed a memorandum of understanding with National Small Industries Corporation to enhance credit access for the MSMEs, aiming to enhance access to comprehensive financial and digital solution. Right? So identify that bank. It is your IndusInd Bank. Next, mention the insurance company that received 2 international certifications. These are the certification for Information Society Management System, and this one is for Business Community Management System. And which is that insurance company that received it? It is Universal Sompo General Insurance Company Limited. Next, where did Google has announced to establish 1 gigawatt of data center and its supporting infrastructure worth $6 billion in India, becoming the first such data center in India. It will be in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, and it is considered to be the Asia's largest data center. Next, in August, Dash successfully completed the issuance of unlisted non-convertible debentures in India's airport sector, raising the total to 9,000 crore rupees. It is Bangalore International Airport Limited. The funds raised through the issuance of the non-convertible debentures will be used to refinance the existing debt and support the future infrastructure expansion. And here a total of 9,000 crore rupees has been raised. Next, identify the organization that signed a memorandum of understanding with Indian Association of Gold Excellence and Standards to implement a robust accreditation framework for value chain partners in the gold industry. So, identify that organization. It is ICAI, in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And here, this is to implement a robust accreditation framework for the value chain partners in the gold industry, which currently includes an estimated of 6 lakh partners across India. Next, the Indian Business Confidence Index has surged to what? It surged to 149.4 in the first quarter of FY26 according to the Business Expectation Survey released by the National Council of Applied Economic Research in the August 2025. Next, mention the company that signed a memorandum of understanding with Federation of Indian Export Organization to enhance e-commerce export potential of MSMEs in India. It is Amazon India. This collaboration will establish a dedicated e-commerce export task force to create a policy and infrastructure roadmap that will enable the seller readiness and increase awareness about e-commerce export opportunities. Next, what is the real GDP growth projection for India for calendar year 25 as announced by Goldman Sachs Group's Incorporation in August 2025? So it is projected to grow by 6.5%. Earlier, or one more thing, for calendar year 26, its projection is 6.4%.
Next, where will Bharat Earth Movers Limited manufacture the country's premium Vande Bharat, Amrit Bharat and Metro Rail coaches as announced by the state's Chief Minister in August 2025? So it will be in Madhya Pradesh, right? And Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, he announced this announcement, correct? And he's the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Next, identify the company that has signed a teaming agreement with German firm High Performance Space Structure Systems GmbH to co-develop and supply deployable antenna reflector subsystems for advanced satellite applications in India. So identify that company. It is Paras Defense and Space Technologies Limited. This agreement has been signed between the two entities for initial term of 2 years with possibility for further expansion. Also, this strategic partnership marks a major step in India's journey towards self-reliance in space technologies that aligns with Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision and also Make in India initiative. Next, mention the entity that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited to implement India's first 5G captive non-public network in the refinery sector. It is what? It is your Numaligarh Refinery Limited. Take a note of this. This collaboration aims to implement India's first 5G captive non-public network in the refinery sector to deliver secure, ultra-reliable and real-time industrial connectivity. Next, mention the name of the country from which Bharat Earth Movers Limited secured the first overseas rail and metro contract worth $1 million for retrofitting and reconditioning their mass rapid transit system. It is Malaysia. Next, mention the company that partnered with French satellite service provider Eutelsat to deliver OneWeb low Earth orbit satellite connectivity across India. It is Nelco Limited. Next, identify the company that in partnership with L&T announced a strategic collaboration with the government of Andhra Pradesh and industry partners to develop India's first Quantum Valley Tech Park in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Which is it? It is LTI Mindtree. Take a note of this. India's first Quantum Valley Tech Park in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Next, what was India's retail inflation in July measured by CPI as per the Consumer Price Index for rural urban combined for month of July released by NSO, National Statistics Office. So, what was the India's retail inflation? It was 1.55%. Next, identify the company that signed an agreement with Suzlon Energy Limited for the development of 700 megawatt wind energy project in Anandpur district of Andhra Pradesh. It is Tata Power Renewable Energy Limited. Even Tata Advanced Systems Limited, students remember, they are setting up a semiconductor manufacturing fabrication unit that is in Dholera. Dholera is in Gujarat. Next, mention the company that became the first Indian company to join International Council on Mining and Metals in the month of August. It is Hindustan Zinc Limited, right? And this marks the first new member since the Boliden Swedish company joined in 2021. Next is which company has signed a non-binding heads of agreement with POSCO Group to jointly explore setting up a 6 million tons per annum integrated steel plant in India through a 50-50 joint venture. I repeat, recently which company signed this non-binding heads of agreement? It was signed by JSW Steel Limited. Take a note of this, and it is to jointly explore setting up a 6 million ton per annum integrated steel plant in India through a 50-50 joint venture. Next, the SEBI extended the timeline for the implementation of a framework related to the process of margin obligations through pledge and repledge within the depository systems to what? To 10th of October 2025. And here remember, this framework is related to the process of margin obligations through pledge and repledge within the depository system, and it is from 10th of October 2025. Instead of their initial deadline that was 1st of September, that was changed to 10th of October. Next, India's credit rating agency ICRA Limited projected India's GDP to grow in the first quarter to what? It is 6.7%. Next, mention the name of the airline company with which Indian Oil Corporation Limited signed a memorandum of understanding for the supply of sustainable aviation fuel. It is with Air India. And here this development came after the IOCL. It became the first Indian oil company to get the International Sustainability and Carbon Certification, right? Take a note of this. Next, which company became the first Indian company from the energy sector to join the Renewable Energy 100 initiative, taking a major step in the clean energy? It is the Suzlon Group, right? And this RE100 initiative, right? It is a global platform that brings together leading businesses committed to running entirely on the renewable electricity. Next, according to the report released by which of the following in August 2025, the Indian economy may have recorded a growth rate of around 6.8 to 7% in the first quarter from April to June of FY26. So according to the report, which of the following Indian economy? It is SBI Research. Correct? Next, identify the company that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Japanese company Mitsui O.S.K. Lines Limited, right, to that is Trade Walls Incorporation, to strengthen the cooperation in automobile trade between India and Africa. It is Suzuki Motor Corporation, right? And this MOU, it was signed during the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development that was held in Yokohama, Japan. And this MOU will focus on identifying the existing challenges in the automobile trade operations between India and Africa. Also, here various potential solutions will be explored that will include digitalization and promoting decarbonization. Next, mention the finance company that sanctioned a term loan of 199.7 crore rupees to Surat Integrated Transport Development Corporation Limited for developing India's first international standard multi-modal transport hub in Surat, Gujarat. So mention that finance company. It is Indian Railway Finance Corporation, IRFC. That is India's first international standard multi-modal transport hub, and it is located where? In Surat, Gujarat. Next, to develop Dash Engineers India Limited, they have signed an MOU with National Power Corporation of India Limited in August. So it is to develop Bharat Small Modular Reactors, right? These are small nuclear reactors. And as per the MOU, EIL Engineers India Limited will provide the engineering service requirement for the development of these small modular reactors, that is your Bharat Small Modular Reactors. Next, according to August 2025 issue of EY Economic Watch released by Ernst & Young in August, India could become the world's second largest economy in terms of the purchasing power parity by which year? This will happen by the year 2038.